Hello, Djordje Romanic here. Welcome to Fundamentals of Weather and Climate playlist. Consider a parcel of air that is positioned above the Earth's surface. This is height Z. And we have a small parcel of air, let's say this one. This parcel of air has temperature T0 and pressure P0 at height Z equals 0, namely at the Earth's surface. And now we take this parcel of air and we move it up to a different height. This height, Z equals Z1. The question is, what will happen? This is always the question. You remember I told you we ask ourselves when we have parcel of air and we displace it vertically, horizontally. What will happen? Well, here we are looking into what will happen thermodynamically with this parcel of air when it reaches this position. To study that, we will use our first law of thermodynamics. Delta Q is equal Cp delta T minus alpha delta P, where alpha is 1 over rho, where rho is air density. But in this lecture, we are looking into adiabatic process. That means delta Q is equal 0. That means there is no heat absorbed or released by this parcel of air. So from the first equation, we see therefore that Cp delta T is equal alpha delta P. What does this equation tell us? If you skipped my video on first law of thermodynamics, which you shouldn't, but if you skipped it, I'm going to tell you. That means that the change of internal energy, change of temperature in simpler words, is compensated by the work that this parcel of air is either doing against the atmosphere or atmosphere is doing on it. Now, if we use now this concept, therefore, and apply it to this parcel of air, can you guess what process this parcel of air will undergo when it reaches height Z equals Z1? Is it going to shrink or is it going to expand? Well, I claim it is going to expand. It will increase its volume. So it will arrive here with temperature T1 and pressure P1. Now, pressure P1 will be smaller than pressure P0 that it had at the surface, and temperature T1 will be smaller than the temperature T0 that the parcel of air had at the surface. You're saying, okay, I expected more. I am watching this video not for you to tell me what will happen, but I'm watching this video for you to tell me why that will happen. And now I'm going to tell you why that will happen. You see, from my video on how pressure changes with height, here is height, here is pressure. In that video, I explained that if we start from surface pressure, P0, then pressure exponentially changes with height. So, why does this matter? Well, this matters because this parcel of air was moving up, so it was moving in the region of lower pressure. As it was moving in the region of lower pressure, it had to expand. It had to expand to keep the same pressure as the environment. But what is expansion? What is expansion? Expansion is doing work. In other words, let's compare these two parcels of air. This is parcel of air at the surface. This is parcel of air at the surface. Now it's this big. Now it's this big. Well, it had to expand. Expansion means increasing volume. That also means decreasing pressure. There is no free lunch. If you expand, you do work. Well, when you do work, delta P decreases, pressure decreases, consequently temperature will decrease. Okay? because this parcel of air, in one sentence, is going from high pressure to low pressure, to adjusted pressure, it has to expand. Expansion means it has to push against the rest of the atmosphere. It has to make space for itself. To make space for itself, it needs energy. And that energy comes at the expense of this term, its internal energy. That is why when the parcel of air is adiabatically expanding, it is decreasing its temperature. Similarly, we could now reverse this process. What about parcel of air going back to the surface? Well, when it is going back to the surface, it is going into the region of high pressure. That means the atmosphere crushes it. And that means the internal energy will increase, temperature will increase. So when the parcel of air is expanding adiabatically, delta Q equals 0, it will cool. When the parcel of air is compressing adiabatically, it will warm up. So now you can visualize what is happening in the atmosphere if you take a parcel of air at the surface and you move it to the, let's say, 1 kilometer height, it will cool down. Why does it matter? Because this happens all the time. If you have a parcel of air moving horizontally, wind, and it encounters mountain, it wants to scale that mountain. As it is moving up the mountain, well, it is moving up, so it is cooling down. And that process, quite often, to very good approximation, is adiabatic. Which brings me to the next point. You might say, okay, I understand this is great. But really, is this satisfied? Can we have a process that is purely adiabatic? Answer is no. There is no process that is 100% purely adiabatic. Because as this parcel of air is going up or down, there might be absorption of solar radiation, or it might emit radiation, or there might be condensation of water inside. Now let's just for the second neglect condensation of water. If we are just talking about solar radiation absorption, that at a scale, time scale of this parcel of air going from here to here is negligible. Theoretically it exists, but practically it is higher order term. It is negligible and we can neglect it. So we can describe the change of temperature and pressure for this parcel of air with very high accuracy, assuming that the process is adiabatic. And then all these arguments that I outlined here hold. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you learned about compression and expansion of adiabatic gases in this video, air in particular. Share this video, it helps a lot. And until next lecture, goodbye.